All right, so WrestleMania 41 is coming up, and everyone's wondering, is Roman versus Cody the right story to headline the biggest show of the year?
Oh, yeah. That's the big question, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
think to answer it, we really need to look back at Roman's journey this past year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been pretty remarkable seeing him go from, this dominant, almost tyrannical leader of the bloodline to someone who had to claw his way back from rock bottom. Talk about a redemption arc.
It's amazing how they turned a character who was, for a time, really disliked by a lot of fans into maybe the most popular wrestler they've got.
I remember watching those matches back during his, what some people call the Reign of Terror. It felt like his opponents never really stood a chance.
Right.
The Usos interfering, Solo Sikoa just lurking at ringside, Paul Heyman pulling strings. It's like a masterclass in just calculated dominance.
Yeah, he wasn't just winning, he was systematically dismantling anyone he came up against. And it worked for a while. He held the Universal Championship for almost 3 years, but I think the audience was getting a little tired.
Yeah, it felt like something had to give. And then WrestleMania 40 happened. Cody Rhodes finally dethrones him, and the place went nuts.
Oh, yeah, that was a huge moment. It was more than just a title change. It felt like a shift, like the end of an era. And then Roman disappears, leaves this void in the bloodline.
And Solo Sikoa steps right in, tries to erase everything Roman built, kicks out. Paul Heyman banishes Jimmy Uso. It's like he's trying to rewrite history.
It felt personal, like he was trying to prove something, not just to Roman, but to the whole family.
Yeah, it makes you wonder about their past. Was there always tension there?
Right. Suddenly, it's not just about titles and championships, it's about family legacy and power. Then SummerSlam 2024 rolls around.
And we see the return of Roman Reigns.
And what a return.
But he's not the villain anymore. He's back as a babyface, seeking redemption to reclaim what he lost.
That was a smart move. They tapped into that universal desire to see someone rise above their mistakes, fight for their family, earn redemption, and the fans loved it.
Oh, the place erupted when his music hit. It felt like everyone was so invested in seeing him succeed, overcome the odds. But it wasn't easy.
Not at all. It was a war with Solo and his faction. Those matches were brutal. You could see it taking a toll on Roman, but he never gave up.
He was fighting for something bigger than himself. For his family, their legacy, the very soul of the bloodline.
And it leads to that epic tribal combat match against Solo, all the symbolism, the Ulafala, the title of tribal chief, everything's on the line.
And having The Rock present that necklace to Roman after his victory. Talk about a passing of the torch.
It felt like the closing chapter, but it raises a question, where does that leave Cody Rhodes? He's the champion, but his current storyline just doesn't have that same intensity.
Yeah. His feud with Kevin Owens, it's fun, but it lacks that emotional weight, those Shakespearean stakes that Roman's story has.
Exactly. And that's why this Roman-Cody rematch at WrestleMania is so intriguing, because it brings everything full circle.
And that's what we're going to dive into next. Is this rematch the right story for WrestleMania? What are the potential pitfalls, the payoffs?
We've got a lot to unpack. So you've got Roman redeemed powerful, reclaiming his family legacy. And then there's Cody the champion who kind of set this whole thing in motion.
And it feels like there's unfinished business there, right? A score to settle. But is it the right story for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Some fans think Cody and Kevin Owens, that's a classic underdog story. Could be compelling in its own right.
Yeah, Owens is great, and the underdog thing always works, but I think the Roman and Cody story is just on another level.
Because of the history.
Exactly. Cody winning at 40 wasn't just about the title. It was about achieving this lifelong dream, overcoming all that self-doubt, proving himself worthy of his family legacy.
And in doing that, he sort of accidentally set Roman on this path to, self-discovery and redemption. It's almost like a Greek tragedy. Two heroes on a collision course.
Yeah, their destinies are tied together. It's a story about second chances, consequences, family.
And don't forget about the Ulafala. It's not just a necklace. It
Wow.
represents leadership, family, tradition. For Roman to win that back adds a whole other layer to this.
Oh, absolutely. It shows what's at stake. This isn't just a championship. It's reclaiming a birthright, something he feels was taken from him.
But what about Cody? He's the champ. He earned it. Would losing to Roman take away from all that?
That's the tricky part. How do you tell the story in a way that respects both guys and what they've been through? It can't just be a rehash of their last match.
Right. There needs to be growth evolution. We got to see how they've both changed since last time.
And that's what makes this so exciting. It's not just a rematch. It's a chance to see these characters in a new light, how their motivations have changed.
So if they do go with Roman versus Cody for Mania, what are the risks?
Well, it has to live up to the hype. The expectations are going to be huge.